Hello everyone and welcome to Baby and Me Yoga. My name is Lynn. I'm excited on behalf of the Pikes Peak Library District to have you join me for today's Baby and Me Yoga session. So before we get started, a couple of quick housekeeping things. First off, make sure you're feeling okay for yoga today. It's a gentle process here, nothing too exciting, but just be nice and loose and comfortable. Check your area that you're going to be practicing in. Make sure you're not going to knock anything over or nothing's going to fall on you. All of that good stuff. You got plenty of room. My baby today, I have baby Giraffe. So he'll be helping me demonstrate some of the things that we can do together with our young ones. And I think that's all we need to get started. I'm also going to show you guys a few things you can use around your house that can help make yoga more accessible depending on any injuries or anything you might have going on in your body. So we'll talk about that too. So we're going to start out with some meditation. So I've got baby here and I'm going to I have a bolster. So it's a round pillow. You may have something like that, or you could use a couple of regular pillows, whatever's comfortable for you. This can make sitting on the floor a little easier. So you can sit on it sort of like a bench, like this. And then go crisscross applesauce. Baby can come here like that. Or if you want, you could go more like a log style and sit on it in a kneeling position, kind of resting. And again, a couple of your own pillows might work out well here too, but a lot of times it's hard to sit on the floor for several minutes in a still position. So this is a nice way to kind of find that way to get comfortable. So I'm going to actually switch back around to the other way and we'll get going with some meditation. So find that comfy spot for you. And again, obviously baby rules the day. So at any point you can pause the video or just keep going and deal with whatever diaper changes or feedings or anything you have to deal with. So you can have baby right here. Baby can come up on your shoulder, cradle, whatever's comfortable for you that everybody's going to cooperate with today. You get in that spot. And if you can, close your eyes. If it isn't fun to close your eyes right now, you can just lower them to the ground. Take a mental scan of how you're feeling physically today, noticing any tenderness or sore spots, stiffness, that kind of stuff. But just noticing it, no judgment. As we settle in here, we'll just begin to focus on the breath, the way it feels as it comes in and out of your body. focusing on our breath here, we're going to begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. So if you're not already doing so, seal the lips gently and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. The breath in is long and deep. Breathing in, you fill up in the bottom of your belly first, so your belly lifts out. Then the air fills up through your chest, past your ribs, all the way up to the collarbones. And then just as slowly you exhale, and it's just the reverse. The wave goes out. So it comes down from the collarbones, the ribs kind of settle together, and the belly softens towards the spine. It might be 5 or 6 or even 7 counts, both in and then out. Call this breath the Durga, or the complete breath. As we create some movement, we're going to link the breath and the movement together. So notice your pace. I may go slightly faster or slower than your breath, but your breath is what sets the cadence for today. So if you're sitting up on something, pillows or whatnot, or on the floor, either way, we're going to come right now, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees be open like a book, butterfly type pose. And here you can continue to hold baby, or if it's better, baby can come and kind of lay down on your feet, or if baby's sitting up, maybe baby sits up between your legs here. Whatever works. Baby can also always come out to the side if that's better too. But here we're just going to sit up nice and tall and breathe in, reach up nice and high. As we exhale, we're just going to drop over to the side, get a little side bend here. And this is where we're connecting that breath and movement. Breathing in, we reach back up. And then the exhale goes the other way. Breathing in, reaching high. Let the hands come behind you as you breathe out. Lean back, and then breathe in, open the chest, pull those shoulders together in the back, and your head can even drop back a little bit if that feels good on your neck. Exhale, we're going to sit back up. Inhale, reach up. And then fold forward over your legs. And depending on how baby's doing, we can tickle and coo, or however that works for your guys' setup today. Feel that stretch through your back, outer hip area. Let the head and shoulders relax on down. And we'll stay here for just a couple of breaths. Hello, baby. And then we'll just go through that a couple more times. So your inhale brings you up, reaching high. Exhale, we side bend over one way. Coming back up to the center as you breathe in. Your exhale drops you off to the side again. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands come behind. Inhale, lift the chest. Pull those shoulders together. Exhale, bring yourself back up. Inhale, reach high. Fold forward. Hello, baby. Little giraffe. And just relax. And then go through a couple more times with your breath. Just reaching up. Think about expanding the body as you breathe in. And then you find those little contractions as you breathe out. Now, at any given time, if something's feeling really good and you want to stay there for a few breaths, by all means, do that. Or vice versa, if something's really not working for you today, just skip it or do something else instead. Hands come behind you, lift the chest. You sit up, reach up, fold forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, side bend. Back up to center. Side bend the other way. Up we go. We get that big chest opener, pull those shoulder blades. I can feel good after schlepping all that baby gear around all the time. Reaching up and folding forward. Great. And here we're going to come onto all fours. So I'm going to pick baby up here. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So you'll see my hips are right over my knees. I'm going to bring baby down, laying on my mat, face up. And again, if you want to go tummy time or if baby'd rather be sitting, that's all good too. And the hands are going to plant under the shoulders. And as we inhale, you'll drop the belly towards the ground, your tailbone and your head and chest come up. So you'll see you get a nice back bend here. And then as you exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, drop the head and shoulders for cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, bring up the head, chest, and tailbone, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, back to cat. So same thing, the breath and movement go together, and we're just kind of warming up the back a little bit here. So take it through a couple of times. And then if you have other movements you want to throw in, like maybe it feels good to kick your hip out to the side a little bit. Just kind of getting things going here. It can feel good to reverse your palms, get that stretch. Kind of going backwards and forwards over the wrists. And if you have tender wrists, you can always make a fist and come up on your fists like this. And that helps change the vector of the force through your arms. And that way your wrists aren't quite as tender. And that's true in any pose that we might have weight going down onto the hands. Here we go. Couple more times through, just that little movement. And then here, we might need to scooch baby up a little bit here, but we're going to plant the hands. Let the one arm spiral up towards the sky. Open up the chest. And then you're going to bring that arm underneath so that your ear and your shoulder come all the way down to the ground. So I did my right arm first. So my right arm and shoulder and ear are all down. And then my left hand here, I'm just going to reach it forward like this. Stretch through the back of that shoulder, maybe even into the neck a little bit. And you can play with where your bum is, whether it's higher up or closer to your heels. Will change the stretch. You just decide what feels good for you. We'll slowly unwind, come back to that tabletop position. And then we'll just take this the other direction. So reach up nice and high, open up the chest, and then thread that needle, shoulder and ear come down. Just relax and get that good stretch. Unwind your threaded needle there, come back to that all fours. We're going to tuck the toes under here, lift the hips up towards the sky, straightening the legs, coming to downward facing dog. So here, your heels are reaching towards the ground, and you're pushing through your shoulders like you're trying to get your chest up to your thighs. So you open up the shoulders, you have a nice stretch through your calves and your hamstrings. And of course you can bend one knee and then the other, kind of waking up those parts of the body here. It also can feel good to come up on your tippy toes, and then let the heels really reach down Big stretch there. And here we'll peek up, say hi baby. And we'll tiptoe the feet up towards our hands till we're in a forward fold. Right here, dangling. And baby's right here. There's can be some tickles. Hello. And let the head, shoulders, the whole upper body relax. Knees can be as bent as they need to be. We're really trying to release the low back and the butt muscles. So not so much on the hamstrings, so just be nice and comfy here. You can grab opposite elbows, do a little swaying. It's all good. Give little baby a tickle here. And as we breathe in, we're just gonna come up halfway till your back is nice and flat. Fingertips can trail up your shins. Little half lift. Exhale and fold. Give baby another little tickle. And this time we're gonna roll all the way up to standing. And again, I'm just gonna turn so you guys can see better. Reaching all the way up. Gaze follows the fingertips towards the sky. Pull those shoulders down and away from your ears. And here we're gonna take a little twist. So let your left arm drop forward, your right arm comes behind you. And your face can twist towards that back hand if it feels good. Get a nice spine twist here. Inhale, reach it back up high again. And then it's right arm forward, left arm back. Just get that nice twist. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold back down. There's baby. Hi, baby. Inhale, half lift. We're going to go through this just real basic sun A here a couple of times. Exhale and fold. Roll it all the way up. Take your twist one way as you breathe out. Inhale, reach it up again. Twist the other way. And again, I'm just giving you suggestions here. You guys set the pace with your breath. Exhale and fold. Half lift gets you started again. Exhale and fold. Roll it up as you breathe in, reaching high, standing mountain pose. Take that twist. Reach back up. Twist the other way. Coming back up. Diving down. One more time through. Half lift, reset. Nice deep fold. Hello, baby. Roll it up. Twisting. Coming back to center. Get your twist the other direction. Here we go. And then we dive on down. So again, baby's right here. I'm going to turn sideways again here. I'm going to plant my hands and I'm going to step my right foot back. So I'm setting up for a lunge. And I'm going to kind of heel toe my front foot, my left foot, and then I'm going to lower that back knee and let that back foot relax. And here I'm really sinking my hips towards the ground. So there's a big stretch on the front part of your right thigh, right in the hip area. And again, there's baby. Hello. Yes. And here we're just going to get that stretch for a little bit. So if you want to surf, going back and forth, you can. Just kind of settling into the hips here. And then if baby wants to travel with you, baby can, or baby can stay on the floor. You can bring them up. They can rest on that bent front leg. And this just changes the angle so you can even sink lower into those hips. Yay, baby. And if you want, and baby's old enough, you can reach up, and baby can fly a little bit here. Hello. Little work here, sinking into those hips, but also the shoulders are getting a little action. Lowering baby down, all the way back down to the floor. We'll tuck the right toes, lift that right knee, step that right foot forward, your back, that folded here. We'll just take a little half lift. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, hands come down, planting, and we're just going to take that lunge on the other side. So go ahead and get it arranged. Let that left leg in the back release to the floor, and just begin to settle into those hips. Yes. Just getting some stretches here, and again, we're going to come up, so I'm going to leave baby down this time, settling in. Just let those hips slowly but surely relax into that stretch. And then if you want, you can reach up. That's just a little extra into those hips there. Release everything down. Baby can come back down. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knee, step that foot forward. And here we are back here. And here we're going to pick baby up. Bring baby with us. And here we're going to take a wide stance. And what we're going to do, baby can be up on your shoulder, or if you'd rather do sort of that cross-body hold, whatever is good for you and the little one. And let your toes point out away from your body. And you'll sort of lower those hips, but don't come too deep here this first time. And we're just going to go side to side. So you kind of bend and straighten those legs. Give a rocking motion. And then you can even throw some bouncing in there too, if baby likes that. Just again, opening up those hips. So think about those knees pulling back and open as we surf through here a little bit. Now, staying right here, if baby is feeling it today, you know your child, take baby like this and kind of start to get a little bit more exaggerated with the swinging motion. And clearly you want to make sure your baby's old enough to tolerate these bigger movements. The older babies will think this is kind of fun. You might get some giggles. And then depending on your strength and your balance, you can even kind of do an up and over. And up and over. So we're getting a little bit of stretching and a little bit of strength in here too. So obviously my stuffed animal baby doesn't weigh very much. If you've got a good sized baby, this is going to be a better workout. Go back and forth a couple more times. Here we go. We'll straighten those legs. Maybe step them in a little bit. Give them a bob and a wiggle. And then feet about hip distance apart. And we're just going to sink down like in a chair. Be mindful of your back here. Use those tummy muscles. Little bitty squats. You don't need a ton of range of motion. Baby's just getting a little ride here. So you've got those tummy muscles engaged. At the top here, give your glutes a squeeze, and you can do a little Kegel contraction there. And then again, depending on your baby, we can get a little bit more aggressive with the movement. Up and down. Woo! And I have baby facing out, but maybe it's more fun for baby to be facing you, and you can make eye contact and goofy sounds. Yeah. And then if you're really feeling it, you can do that little toss at the top. Give baby a big ride. A couple more times. Yeah. Cool. Yay. Let's give baby a cuddle. And we're going to come back down to the ground. And we're going to, again, sort of that butterfly legs, or if you'd rather do straddle legs, that's good too. Baby's going to come down here And again, depending on if baby wants to lay on their back, that's great. Or if they want to be seated, you can kind of go this route, facing outwards. And we're just going to do that toe to opposite hand tap. So you're just going to take baby's foot in their hand, opposite hand, and bring them to touch in front of baby, like over the belly. And then open them up nice and wide and bring them to touch. So if you do that seated, it kind of looks like this. If baby's laying down, you kind of do this guy. Building up some neural pathways for baby's brain as we approach crawling. There we go. And switch hands and feet so you get the other side open and closed. Nice. A couple more times. And then we'll take baby's hands and bring their arms out wide and then up towards their ears and then down towards their belly. So it's a big arm circle. So you kind of go out and up and then down the middle. We'll do 3 or 4 around each way and then we'll switch directions. So right now I'm going out, up, and down. Open them up and down. We'll go one more time. Open, up, and down. And then we'll go the other way. So I'm going to go up by the ears, open them out wide as we swing them down, up by the ears and out and wide. And here's where like you can sing a little song or make all those goofy noises. Eye contact is always good. A nursery rhyme, whatever's catching your fancy today. All right. Let the arms relax. Good job, baby. And then we'll take the feet and we're going to press it and bend the knees in towards the belly. Don't be surprised if there's a toot here, pushing into the belly. And then bring the knees out kind of wide-ish as you straighten the legs back out. So it's that same circular motion into the belly and then out and around and down. Just working through baby's hips. You know, and your baby will let you know how aggressive to be here. Just giving them a good workout a little bit. One more time into the belly and then out and around. And then we'll go the other way. So out and around up to the belly and then straighten them out, straight down. Out and around to the belly and out and down. Now if baby's sitting up, it might be a little harder, so maybe you just do some pumping in and out, one leg and then the other. And if they'll let you go around, maybe do one leg then the other so they're a little more balanced. Just getting into those hips a little bit here. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to do a bridge pose here, and I have some blocks. So if you have some blocks, you can try this. Or even some thick books, like big cookbooks, or if you have your old textbooks from school maybe, bringing that with you. We're going to come around, I'm going to pivot so that I'm on the long edge here. I'm going to lay down so that baby is on my hips. They're laying so their back is on my thighs. And then I'm going to lift up and I'm going to put this block right under my tailbone. And you may have to kind of play with it a little bit and find a spot because you don't want to have any pinching sensation in your back. You want your back to feel supported. So right now I have it on the flattest part of my block, but if you want a deeper back bend, you can always go up to a different edge, so you can kind of play with that. And we'll just let your back relax and hold baby right here. And if it feels good, you can even let those legs go long a little bit. Just rest baby right there on your hips. That supported bridge. Pillows can work well here too. I could be using that bolster that I had, or if you have a couple of firm pillows, those are always options. Or if none of that stuff is available for you, you can just keep your legs bent. I'll take that out of the way here and just lift up. And it's not supported, but it's still An inversion so your heart is higher than your head and you're playing with baby. Yeah. And if you're, pull everything out, let everything relax down. Little belly rubs for baby here. And then I'm going to scooch down a little bit here. We'll go one more time. So same thing, you can go just regular bridge, unsupported. And if you do that, then you got some room here to do some pulsing. Baby gets a little ride, you get a little bit of a workout. Or once again, you can use that block or whatever support you have and get that under the back. And find that comfort. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, lift up and release it all down. And then we're gonna come into Shavasana, our final relaxation pose here. So decide what's gonna work for you. Maybe this is great right where you are. You just keep those knees bent. The feet can even come wide and the knees can fall in and baby can rest there. Or if you'd rather lay down, maybe baby wants to cuddle on your belly or lay on your chest or over to the side, whatever works. But find that comfy spot. Take a few of those deep breaths. Give baby some rubs. And again, if it's comfortable, close the eyes. And try to just relax all the muscles. The face is relaxed, the belly is soft. Taking a few moments for gratitude and quiet. Here, small movements will start to make their way back. Maybe fingers and toes wiggle. Wrists and ankles, or a big stretch. With your eyes still closed, if you can, we're going to come up to a seat. It can be tricky with babies, so take it easy, take your time. And when you get there, settle in. Again, if you open the eyes, close them back up for just a second. Holding on to baby if you want, or you can bring the palms to touch right by your heart. Thank you guys for joining me once again for this yoga program. It's super fun. I enjoy doing it, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to spend your energy and breath and your babies with me. The light in me sees, loves, and honors the light in all of you. Namaste. And we'll see you next month.